This part is one of my favorite parts of the show, you guys. It is our developer shout out. Developer shout out. We appreciate your hard work.
Let it go. Let it go.
This week's developer is going to be Chris Harvey. He is the co-founder of Drinkbox Studios. For anybody who doesn't know, they have made Guacamelee and the phenomenal Vita game Severed.
And what else?
They've made a few other smaller games. I don't know them offhand.
What it was, I can't remember what it is. I just looked at it.
I've never played either of those games.
Wow, really?
It's a
don't have the Vita.
I'm gonna get the title wrong because now I'm thinking about it
Yeah.
on the spot. It's like Monster Blob or something
Yes,
like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Blob the Monster.
yeah.
I can't remember. It was like their first one before Guacamelee, which took them off.
It was
from
on
there.
the PS3. And
Oh, big purple blob.
It's green.
it's green.
No, it's green. I don't know.
But-
That was thinking of the Behemoth game that came out.
Regardless, Chris Harvey, we love you.
We do.
Yes.
I mean, we've said it before. We're really big on that. Like indie developers in general
Yeah.
are just phenomenal. They put out really quality stuff. I also like to support anybody who puts games out on the Vita that are good because I like my Vita to not die and I like it to be new and fresh and awesome.
Hell, Vita.
Thank you.
Fresh.
So fresh and so clean. But the game is absolutely fantastic on the Vita. It uses the touchscreen really well. It's kind of a cool RPG. You just run around, you chop things up. A lot of fun. So that game was great. And they actually, the way that Drinkbox Studio came into existence, it was actually a bunch of devs from a different studio, Pseudo Interactive. When that closed down in 2008, they decided like, hey, we're not done making games. You want to keep doing that. So they actually broke away, made Drinkbox, and then they've just been doing that and cranking out games since and getting good notoriety for it and stuff like that. So
Yes,
that's really
they
cool.
are.
Thank you for not just giving up. Thanks for not like walking away from gaming because you put out really quality stuff. You're really creative. You're different.
Severed looks really cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's
sweet.
huge too. Your art style is like beautiful. Like whatever
Yeah.
you guys pack it out on, it's always so good.
It's unique.
It's very unique. Like you have a very unique thumbprint when a game comes out. I can be like, that's probably from Drinkbox. It's from
Yeah.
Drinkbox.
They're so good. I haven't even played the game, so I can rave about that stuff. You know?
No, and that's amazing. That just shows. And for a name like that, like an indie game, to have such notoriety that like people just like, have you played Severed? And they know exactly what it is.
Right.
That just shows the quality. When your name is like synonymous with like AAA titles, you just say it and people are like, oh yeah, that's a video game. I know exactly what you're talking about. When I typed in Severed into Google and like as soon as I hit enter, I was like, fuck. I'm gonna get some ridiculous pictures. It was like this like first or second picture was like a picture of the game. And then there was like a bunch of people's like fingers severed off and stuff. And it got really dark too.
Yes.
But like
Death metal.
front thing was the game. So that was really awesome. Thank you for keep putting stuff out. Thank you for being amazing. I'm really excited for whatever project you guys are working on next because I know you're going to give me something brilliant. And if you make it for the Vita, I'll buy it 100%.
Cool.
Got it.
Insert disc 4, Phatt Island Gaming. We love you. And last part of the podcast, you guys, it is the community question. These are always fun. We always get fairly emotional and heated, sometimes happy, good, passionate, I guess would be the appropriate word about these.
Goofy footed.
This one is from Robert Anthony Diaz. His question is, who is your favorite game developer?
Oh,
Boom. This is
dropped it.
this is a crazy one. This is one some people might need some time to think about. I think it's a good one too, considering we're going into E3. We're going to see a lot of our favorite developers there talking about stuff. Does anybody want to take it away? If not, I'll go first.
Sure.
Do you guys need some time?
Yeah.
Cool, go.
Easy question.
Rock it out.
Bethesda.
Why?
Because every time I've been playing, and I'll speak. I can speak to all their games, but I'll speak specifically to a series, The Elder Scrolls.
Nice, yeah.
Because I think with all their games, they've create these livable, breathable, believable worlds that you can just get lost in hours and hours and hours, and then every corner you go to, there's something to see, there's something to do, there's a little tidbit down to the little teeny tiny, like in Fallout 4, the teddy bears everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of people can't pick up on that, but there's a whole story of these teddy bears acting. So there's little things. You
In
know?
Doom, they had a Skyrim character.
Yeah.
And he actually had an arrow in his knee,
Yeah,
which was great.
They had an arrow in his knee.
That
They
was
had the
cool.
Captain Kidd
Yeah.
football helmet.
Oh, yeah.
What else do they have in Doom? I know they the Soul Cube from Doom 3. Like
Yeah.
the little things, and you know, and that's why I like Morrowind, specifically Morrowind. That game was huge. And I don't think, a lot of people didn't play because, this is boring. It's just a walking simulator. Oh, I don't like the combat animation. But if you're, a big RPG fan like I'm at, and you love the tabletop, you love the numbers and the systems, that becomes secondary once you're thrust into this world.
Oh, yeah.
Where you walk, there's hundreds of people. Everyone has their own story, their own dialogue. It's not voice acted, but it doesn't have to be, because you're just the stories. There's books you can read, entire books.
You create it with your imagination, just like you would in D&D.
I read a book in a game that stuck with me for my entire life. It was called A Lesson in Marksmanship, and it was just this. It was like a fable almost. It was so great, And
Yep.
Bethesda, they make amazing games. And I really, really love just being lost. I spend hours and hours and hours and hours in these games, and I don't ever regret any of it.
Something I like about Bethesda too, just kind of further your reasoning, they're not stuck to like one genre.
Right.
They switch it up, so they put out games like obviously the Elder Scrolls. They put out games like Fallout, and you could kind of put those in the same genre. But then you're going to get a game like Dishonored,
Yeah.
which is very different from anything else that they put out. You're going to get a game like Doom. They don't stick to just like one box and say this is our game. And there's nothing wrong with that. People like Rockstar, they put out a very similar game. Gearbox, they put when those games come out, who's making it. You kind of know what to expect. But with Bethesda, it's different every time, and that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoy that.
Who knows what they're going to announce? Like they could be, hey, we're working on a brand new game that you've never heard of before, and it's going to be crazy.
And you would get it pumped.
Technically even Brink, wasn't that Bethesda? I think that might.
I don't think so.
It was,
I have
but
no idea.
Brink was something, but
It may have been. I don't know.
But no, because like even the world's like, I didn't like Dishonored, but I loved the Dishonored world. Like we still rely on whales, oil, kind of like industrialism is really awesome.
Yep.
So,
What about you? Favorite developer?
Let's see. For PC, at least for me, is Blizzard.
Okay.
Not just PC. They've made other, like I said last week. They had Rock and Roll Racing,
Yep.
Lost Vikings, but I've bought everything of theirs since I was young. Warcraft, the first one, the second one, StarCraft. I've just bought everything, and I just love everything they've come out with. World of Warcraft has some expansions just like Destiny or anything like that I was like wasn't that great, but I've liked everything they've ever come out with.
That's awesome.
I really enjoy Blizzard.
I remember.
Did you pick up Overwatch yet?
I actually have only played it. I have not picked it
Liar! You lied at this table. You said you buy everything.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
sorry.
I'm just
sorry.
joking. I'm just giving you a
I just
hard time.
haven't had the
I
money,
actually
to
knew
be
that
honest.
preemptively. So I came up
what
with
the
a
door
loaded
is,
gun.
sir.
He straight
I'm
baited
sorry.
you into that.
I'm out.
But no, well, I remember growing up, the one game when I had a PC, the one thing I coveted and I wanted was the Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, Battle Box.
And see, I
Yes.
even still have all those on my computer, and I just play. I'll just randomly. They're all modded out, and people cheat all. And you can't do. But I still play the crap out
fun,
of it.
enjoyable.
When a
Oh, yeah.
druid walks by you with the hurricane active
You're-
and you can't
boom.
do anything, you just make a druid to combat it.
Yep,
All right,
that's
Zach,
mine.
You're a developer.
I've literally been thinking about this the whole time.
So have I.
Okay, I'll skip over it and I'm gonna go.
Please.
This one probably comes as no shock to most people who know me, but honestly, like my favorite developer, I'm gonna say it's Game Freak, and that sounds really weird to say. A lot of people just know them for Pokemon. They've put out other stuff though. They made like the original Yoshi back in like '91.
Yoshi.
They've put out Mario, Wario. They've done a bunch. Oh, that was really good. Wow, that was on it.
Yeah, it was.
I
But
practice.
To me, so
front
obviously
of the
they've been
mirror.
putting out games. I've bought every single one. I love them. I think they're fantastic. Pokemon has just been a huge part of my life. But what speaks to me so much about their team is they're really like Pokemon was really the game that like solidified me as a gamer. I had played other games. I'd played Mario, just fun stuff at your house and stuff like that. But like Pokemon was like the first game that like sat me down where I got like fully invested into the world I was playing. I watched the TV shows, the cards, I wore the shirts. I have it tattooed on my body now.
That's true. Like that. And that's really good
Yeah.
because like that's actually like the first community like I felt like I joined as a kid.
Yeah.
Was like you were a badass in school playing Pokemon.
Yeah, so
like,
like-
at that
Sure.
time it's like, oh, who'd you catch? Oh, what level did your Pokemon battle me? Here's my link cable.
You were like
Link
it was like the
cable.
first time as like a nerd, growing up, being a
Okay,
nerd, a
friends.
geek, and stuff like that.
really
that,
not even
like,
understanding the foundation you're sitting in at that
Yeah.
point, but you're just like, man, this game is like a shitload of fun. It was so good.
I felt like part of a community, and it's really what like drew me in, like I said, and solidified me as a gamer and made me want to keep growing as a gamer and learn about all these other universes and try these other games and find out who these developers were. I think that was like Game Freak as a kid was like the first developer that I like knew by name. That like without them, I just wouldn't probably be at this table talking about video games right now. So that's more of like a personal thing to me. You know, the games they put out, I love. But I think, you know, obviously, I think people probably put out better games, but it's just the world, and like I wouldn't be here without.
See, that's
100%.
how it started me for games.
I would
playing,
totally agree.
Yeah,
playing StarCraft and Warcraft. That's how I.
Yeah.
That's basically.
So it's like
I mean, I
just
had
speaks
a
to me as
Nintendo
kid
and played more, like you
Yeah.
said, and
But yeah, that's just where my love for everything I do now
that makes
started.
sense. Perfect.
So, yep.
Makes
Boom.
sense.
Now it's on you.
Mine's gonna sound like really biased considering like what we won, but like Brandon can bear witness. Like I've talked about it before, but like Ubisoft is like hands down like my favorite developer and publisher, just because like the way they handle their business and then what all their studios are doing. So it's like Child of Light, beautiful
God,
game.
so good. That
I
game blew me
love
away.
That was-
What the hell, John? Are we have to tell you to leave again?
you don't.
For-
Or we have to tell you to leave?
You gonna move me?
For
I'm
Ubisoft,
gonna
might- he
trial
might
by
try.
combat you, sir.
Wish a motherfucker would.
But I mean, it's not just Child of Light, but like whatever they do when they decide to go out of their box, it's good, and when they stay inside their box, it's even better.
That's
like,
what
I like that a lot, and it's like so even back like I'm thinking like way back like Prince of Persia and everything.
Yes,
yeah.
see,
Like, that was them.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That was my other choice that I was torn.
Was really?
Yeah.
So it's like Prince of Persia, like when the first one came out, I was like, man, like this is for that
Amazing.
time, that was crazy,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like being able to play with time lapses and stuff
Ru-
like that.
ru-
in a
running
combat
on a
game.
wall.
Tom Clancy games.
Tom Clancy
Yep.
games, all
Oh, yeah.
Splinter Cell, like all this stuff, and
Tom
it's like,
Clancy.
it's so good. Like whatever they do, and they put their heart into it, it shows, right? And I absolutely love that. So it's like my biggest thing, and like what me and my wife really click on is like the Assassin's Creed series, because it's like it's historical base. She loves history. I love being like an assassin in the night, like taking out missions and like helping the
I like doing
community
it in
grow
broad
in the
daylight.
games. Oh yeah.
It's just like
But see, okay, so I've always been very vocal about it. The Assassin's Creed games are just not my cup of tea. I've never really got
You
into
need
them.
to leave now.
I enjoyed one. I thought two was great. I just lost it with all the other ones. It just didn't quite suck me in.
Wait,
They got
wait.
You didn't
repetitive
like
to
Black
me.
Sails?
you didn't play Black
Black
Flag.
Flag. I
Black
did play
Flag, I'm
Black
sorry.
Flag.
Black Flag. Oh
To
my
me though, that
so-
like so that
It's
good. That
amazing.
game was great, but to me it doesn't like feel like an assassin. It
And
feels like a
Rogue
pirate
was
game.
Rogue
It
wasn't
feels
even
like
a big
pirate
one,
game.
and it was amazing too.
But
Yeah.
But where I was going is like they put out, much like Bethesda, they don't just stick to one box like you were saying. They work outside their box. They put out like the Tom Clancy games. They put out the
Do we all need to watch them?
don't give me this. But no, I just really
Far Cry?
I love that they
Oh.
can be
Boom.
different.
Boom.
Oh, that's okay. You were going on games. You were like getting like
Oh yeah, like I was just like ready to whip them all out at this point. Like whatever they have a good job of like coming up with a new series and then sticking with it and then improving on it.
Yeah.
And it always improving.
is
It's
true.
always,
Always
getting better
improving,
and better and better.
then it's like they did something so different. It was loved, and it was Far Cry 4 into Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, that was
right.
cool.
Like you take away the guns, and like that was the huge thing on the internet, right? They're like, you're taking away guns and explosions, and they're like, but I'm giving you something else. I'm giving you back your instincts.
I'm giving you fire.
No, right? I'm giving you the gift of fire.
they even do crazy stuff like they did Far Cry Blood Dragon, which was like a throwback to
Yeah,
like the
the
80s.
old-
Yes.
Yes,
so
right?
good.
That game was my soul. That game is my spirit animal.
So
So we could all say
agree with you.
Ubisoft is pretty awesome.
I mean, yeah, they're
and it's
definitely a great
And like I said
company.
before, it has nothing to do with us winning the E3
that has
contest or
something.
whatever.
That has a little to do with it.
With you, maybe, but like
I mean,
we
could
can go
just-
look
just-
at my purchase
Well, he just put down
library.
Assassin's Creed,
We
so
can go-
they're not even gonna let him go now.
You know,
Absolutely
actually,
He's not going down.
And then it's like I get a new game, and it's like before like we even did this contest, like I was hyping and raving over For Honor.
I have
Like,
since that
yeah,
game was
non-
shown.
No, for real.
Like nonstop. I was just like the trailer came out. I'm like, this is gonna be game
I
changing.
think we
on like a
talked about
combat
that when
level.
we were just in Surgeons
yeah,
4,
when we were in
talked a lot
Surgeons
about
4,
it.
we
Yep.
did a video for it, and we're just like,
After,
oh my god.
After we played it at PSX, I think we like were talking about it on one of the podcasts we did then, and I just like ranted. I'm pretty sure Peter did. Everybody, we were like so excited to take that like PvP mode that we're all used to, that running, fast-paced shooting
But
game.
like bring it down to like a skill artisan level where
Yes.
it's like you're locked in,
Yes.
pay the fuck attention, two
Yes.
people are coming at you,
That's
control
awesome.
your sword, control, and it's like the best part is too, it's situational awareness in combat.
There's no fucking clutching.
Yeah, like you can try it. Don't get me wrong, you could probably pull like a slew of some shit out, but the moment you're deflected and opened,
You know what I'm
You're
hoping
gonna get
for?
wrecked.
You know what I'm hoping for? All four of us playing Vikings Shield Wall.
Boom.
Shoe ball.
We have to get a whole Phatt Island together and just play.
Oh,
that
it's
shit.
gonna. You better believe the minute that game comes
And
out,
wait,
it's
wait.
like a community event for.
Are you all gonna buy the collector's edition, right?
Yes.
And
If
wait,
it-
are
if
they
it-
gonna
if they
have
come out
different
with
ones,
one.
like 3 different ones?
were actually
Ubisoft, these are all
talking about
questions
How
we'll
cool
be
would that
asking
be?
you. Be prepared.
We'll let you all know when we're on the E3 show floor with Ubisoft. We'll
Boom.
keep you up to
What if
date.
they all get one of each?
Oh,
If I get one of each, my head's gonna explode.
No, I mean like we each get
each
one.
different.
Oh,
one.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I
we,
mean-
we have them together.
Oh, what if? Oh my god! What
And
if
put 'em
you
right here.
buy one and then like you get one of the 3 statues?
It's like random.
That's
It's
what I
like
was saying.
Knights, Viking. Oh man!
How cool would that be?
I would only want to get Vikings, but
But I know if I got something else, I'd be like, trade
if
you,
I
bro.
open up a night, I'm going to
I'll
trade
tr-
you this
I'll
dope
trade-
ass knight, dope ass.
I do like that Ubisoft is always creative with like their battle systems. Like you were saying back to Prince of Persia, like being able to reverse time,
Run on
stuff
walls.
like that. The
Even-
Assassin's Creed,
Even
having
Assassin's Creed is like evolved like
Yeah.
every time
yeah.
a title
and
comes
then
out.
For Honors come out, and once again they've reworked it. They give you that sweet rock paper scissors style, which is like, but they've made it very fluid. And to put that rock paper scissors into like a real time game is crazy because a
Yeah.
lot of time that style is like a very Pokemon-esque game where it's turn based and everything like that. They've put that and they've made it fluid and playable and actually really fun. That's amazing
Yeah,
to keep
it's
always
awesome.
reworking your style.
Well, since we've all answered, you all know. What about? I know it was a hard question. What about runners up? We just speak on it briefly. Just what would your runner up be?
No runners up
Runners
because
up.
we've got a treat for everybody, you guys.
Oh.
In this box,
Oh, let's do it.
we have all the names.
Oh, it's a raid pack.
No, not quite.
Oh, okay.
MedX.
Close.
Rad-X?
But no cigar.
It's a rad roach.
Dude,
It better not be a fucking
that
rad
better
roach
be
in
fun.
there.
Don't tell
Open
me.
it.
No, man, you
Open
better
it
not.
up.
Oh, let me see what it is. Let me see. Oh my god.
Okay.
Is that Psycho Jet?
In this
Is
box,
that moon sugar?
this beautiful Vault Tech Fallout 4 lunchbox,
That one.
we have all the names of all the contestants who played in the monthly Phatt events. So what we're going to do right here on the podcast is we're going to shake it up.
Gonna do it.
Is there one for each?
There's one for each person.
I mean, one for Xbox and one for PlayStation.
Nope, there's one. Because
Okay.
Josh, I'm gonna draw a winner for
the
you.
prizes are a little bit cooler. So they used to be, obviously,
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to give smaller prizes out to both Xbox and PlayStation. We've gone with a new model. The person who wins this one's going to get a little bit of a bigger prize. It's going to be really cool. They're going to be excited. So if you played more than one game, you got more than one entry into here. So if you played all 4 weeks, you could have up to 4 of your name in here. If you only got to play 1 week, you still had the chance to win. You still got your name at least once in here. So it's
Nice.
great, you guys. We really talk about the community a lot. That's what this whole event is. We want you guys to play with each other. We want you to have fun.
Show up.
Share those
It's
events.
fun.
They're amazing, right?
mean, honestly,
They're so
yeah.
great.
Yeah, he's been in a few.
So I just want to make a note here. Andy is able to win. The rest of us at this table are not able to win.
No.
Because we do that.
Sorry.
He's a guest on here. I'm not saying he's going to. I'm just saying it's possible. So if we do it, don't like freak out.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
The
I'll-
rest of us aren't able to win.
So who
It's
gets
just
the
it.
poll?
I don't care.
I want to do it.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Show the audience your hands. Show the audience your hands. Nothing up his sleeve. Nothing
I
behind his.
do have a wizardly beard.
Yeah, there might.
He's pulling it out. Not that way.
So. Ooh, it's gooey. Ooh.
Feels like bird.
All right. Who is the winner?
And the winner is drumroll. It is Shane Macias.
Boom.
Shane
Good job.
Macias.
Shane
Thank
Macias.
you so much for playing with us. It means a lot to us. Shane's actually a really great guy, you guys. I actually know him before we even started all the Phatt Island stuff. He's a really cool guy, huge fan, great gamer, amazing person. If you guys go congratulate him, play with him.
Please
That's
tell me
the
I said his
point.
last name correctly.
Macias, yeah, that's
Yeah!
actually correct.
Good job.
So you were on it. Perfect. You've won, man. Absolutely, congratulations. Like I said, thanks for being part of the community. Thanks for being active. So much fun, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on the podcast. Don't forget to go subscribe, like our videos, check out the YouTube. That's where all the fun's at, you guys.
Check out some of them bearded banners too. We actually bring up some good topics.
They're
we talked
really
about
good.
today.
They're a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Of course, check out the Patreon. We've got things starting as low as $1 all the way up to $15. The $15
Don't just check
one,
it out. Join it.
Right? Thank you. The $15 one's great, you guys. You get first off a shirt right away. The shirts cost $20. $15 subscription.
And the
gets you a
next
shirt.
one
will be soon.
is going to be awesome.
It's gonna be right.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to be honest. It's going to be
So
really awesome.
it's gonna be sweet. You're gonna love it, you guys. Check it out. Show some love, and we will catch you next week. Later.
Bye, guys.
Later.